Regret moving into a nursing home? Many seniors do, not just because they lose their independence, but because daily life inside a nursing home is nothing like they expected. At first, it sounds like a good idea: structured care, safety, and a built-in community. But once the excitement fades, reality settles in: strict schedules, unfamiliar faces, and a life that suddenly feels slower, maybe even too slow. Imagine waking up every day at the same time, not because you want to, but because it's part of the facility's routine. Meals are served at set hours, and everyone gets the same plate of food, whether they like it or not. Activities are planned, but not always exciting. And even though there are people everywhere, loneliness somehow creeps in. One resident told me, "I thought I'd have more freedom here, but every day feels like I'm just waiting for meals, waiting for visitors, waiting for bedtime." Before you or a loved one makes the life-changing decision to move into a nursing home, you need to understand what daily life inside really looks like, and why so many seniors struggle with the transition. Stay with me as we uncover the reality of nursing home life, the good, the bad, and the unexpected. A routine can be comforting. It provides structure, stability, and a sense of order. But in a nursing home, routines are not just structured, they are rigid. And for many seniors, that rigidity feels more like control than comfort. Every morning starts the same way: wake-up time is fixed. Whether you are a morning person or not, staff members have a schedule to follow. Breakfast is served at a set time, medications are distributed, and activities begin, all dictated by the facility's operational needs, not personal preference. One resident told me, "I used to wake up at 9 a.m. and enjoy a slow morning with my newspaper. Now, they wake me up at 6 a.m. whether I like it or not. It feels like I'm back in school, following someone else's schedule." Meals are no longer a choice either. No more deciding what to eat or when to eat. Everyone gets the same meal at the same time. If you're not hungry, too bad, there won't be another option later. Missed breakfast? You'll have to wait until lunch. Then come the daily activities. Social gatherings, group exercises, game nights, scheduled events designed to keep residents engaged. But the question is, are they truly engaging, or just a way to fill the hours? Many residents attend because there's nothing else to do, not because they find the activities meaningful. A predictable routine can be helpful. But when there's no room for personal choice, it can feel less like support and more like restriction. So before you or a loved one moves into a nursing home, ask yourself, is structure important, or is flexibility even more valuable? Food is more than just nutrition. It's comfort, it's culture, it's personal preference. But in many nursing homes, meals aren't about what you want, they're about what's easiest to serve. Preset menus dictate what's available each day. You don't get to choose your meals, and if you don't like what's served, there aren't many alternatives. Residents often find themselves eating food they don't enjoy, simply because they have no choice. One resident told me, "I used to love spicy food, but now they only serve bland meals. I feel like I've lost a small but important part of myself." And that's the problem: food isn't just about staying full. It's about taste, tradition, and the ability to enjoy the little things in life. But in many facilities, meals are prepared in bulk, designed for easy digestion rather than flavor. That means softer textures, less seasoning, and limited variety. Personal preferences take a backseat to dietary guidelines. If a resident has restrictions, such as low sodium or soft food diets, those rules apply to every meal, even if they'd rather have something different. And for many seniors, losing control over food is just another reminder that they no longer make decisions for themselves. Imagine craving your favorite home-cooked meal, but knowing you'll never have it again. For many in nursing homes, that's an everyday reality. Food is one of life's simple pleasures. But when meals are no longer about choice, it makes nursing home life feel even more restrictive. So before making the decision to move into a facility, ask yourself, are you willing to give up control over something as basic as what's on your plate? Many believe that moving into a nursing home means gaining a new community, new friendships, social events, and a chance to connect with others. But the truth? Many residents feel lonelier than ever. Imagine being surrounded by people all day but still feeling completely alone. That's the reality for many seniors in nursing homes. They share meals, attend group activities, and live just steps away from one another, yet meaningful relationships are hard to find. One woman told me, "I sit in a room full of people every day, but no one really knows me. We talk, but we don't connect. It feels like I'm just passing time." Forced socialization is a major issue. Nursing homes organize events and group activities to keep residents engaged, but participation isn't always voluntary. If you're not interested in bingo or group exercise, what are your options? For many, the answer is, there are none. You either join in, or you sit alone. And even when residents do participate, the interactions often remain surface level. Most conversations revolve around routine topics: what's for dinner, how the weather is, who had a doctor's appointment that day. Deep, meaningful connections? Those are rare. Then there's the biggest loss of all, family visits. Many seniors move in with the promise that their children and grandchildren will visit often. But as time passes, those visits become less frequent. Life outside the nursing home moves on, and many residents feel forgotten. One man told me, "My kids used to call every day. Now, I'm lucky if I hear from them once a month." A community isn't just about being around people, it's about feeling connected. And in many nursing homes, true connection is hard to find. So before assuming that a nursing home will provide companionship, ask yourself, does being around people really mean you won't feel lonely? The hardest part of moving into a nursing home isn't just the rules, the schedules, or the loss of independence, it's the psychological adjustment. It's waking up in a room that doesn't feel like home. It's realizing that life as you knew it is now something of the past. Many seniors enter a nursing home believing it's a temporary solution, a place to recover, to receive care until they're strong enough to go back home. But over time, reality sets in. They see others who have been there for years. They hear stories of people who planned to leave but never did. And eventually, they start to wonder, will I ever go home again? One man told me, "At first, I thought I was just here for a few months. But now, I don't think I'll ever leave." And that's hard to accept. For many, the biggest struggle is the loss of identity. Outside, they were parents, teachers, business owners, people with responsibilities and purpose. Inside, they become residents. They are patients with charts, medications, and routines set by others. The things that once made them feel like individuals slowly fade away. Then there's the sense of finality. Moving into a nursing home often feels like accepting that this is where life will end. The personal belongings they once treasured are reduced to a few items that fit in a small room. The family home is sold. The freedom to travel, to make plans, to live on their own terms, it's gone. And for many, the emotional toll is overwhelming. Some withdraw from socializing. Others stop requesting things they need because they don't want to bother staff. Over time, many simply accept this new normal, not because they want to, but because they feel they have no other choice. One woman told me, "I used to be in control of my life. Now, I just wait for meals, wait for visitors, wait for the day to end." Adjusting to nursing home life isn't just about physical changes, it's about accepting a new reality. And for many, that's the hardest part of all. Regret moving into a nursing home? Many seniors do, but not because of poor care or bad conditions. The real reason is much deeper, it's the emotional and psychological adjustment to a life that feels far different from what they expected. At home, they had control. They woke up when they wanted, ate what they liked, and spent their days in familiar surroundings. In a nursing home, everything is scheduled: meals, activities, even bedtime. Many find themselves asking, is this really my life now? One man told me, I used to decide what I wanted to do each day. Now, I just follow a schedule someone else created for me. It's not just the structure, it's the small things that add up. Meals that are made for convenience, not personal taste. Activities that are planned, but not always engaging. Conversations that feel routine, rather than meaningful. And for many, fewer visits from family over time. For those who move into a nursing home, the hardest part isn't the physical environment, it's the emotional reality of adapting to a life with fewer choices, less independence, and often, a sense of being forgotten. But there's one thing families can do: prepare. Understanding what nursing home life is really like helps families make better decisions. It helps seniors adjust faster. And most importantly, it ensures that choices are made with clarity, not regret. One woman told me, if I had known what this life would really be like, I would have explored other options first. So before making this decision, ask yourself, are you choosing the best path, or just the easiest one? If you or a loved one has lived in a nursing home, share your story in the comments. Your experience could help someone else make a better choice. And in the next episode, we'll talk about how to make the most of nursing home life, practical ways to stay happy, engaged, and in control of your own well-being.